what you don't know is that we've always been in an emergency. I know, right? What's he talking about? All of the statutes are subordinate laws. In fact, they're only there temporarily until the real people create their own laws. This is the reason why they have opportunities for creating your own corporation or government, or even your own business trust where you're outside of your government. Because that's the same thing that they're doing, but they just kind of beat you to the game. So the core reason is that we've always been in an emergency, and all of the laws and statutes, we use them because we don't have our own. But if we had our own, we wouldn't use them. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go, we're gonna fulfill, we're gonna perfect the contract. We're gonna perfect the contract. Now, I know he said perfect, and it's really perfect, but I don't know what this guy's talking about. Per is a word, and it means through, and fect is a word, and it means value. Through value. Perfect. And when you file the lien before the dealership does, you will have perfected that transaction. Perfect. We're going to perfect the contract. What's the contract, Bernard? There's no contract. What you talking about, Willis? Au contraire, my dear Watson, he says. I've been trying to let you know that you're in the contract. So who gets it? So this is a contract that we are initiating. It could be one of many, but it's certainly one. We know who it's going to. And it's not just one notice, my friends, it's three. If you want to do it well, it's not just one notice, it's three. And when you finish the three, you will have perfected the contract. And I'm going to give you the scenario of how it works. The first notice is, hey buddy, notice of liability. I don't know, but I think. That's my favorite one. And believers don't know. Who knows that believers don't know? Put your hand up. It's a mathematical statement. Like all your hands should be up. No, seriously, put your hands up. It's a mathematical statement. Okay. So the reason why believers don't know is because in an affidavit, check this out, right? I could lie. Like I could use this process and I could lie. And I could make up, say the moon is made out of cheese, and you've been taking cheese from the moon and you've been putting it into these vaccines and you've been sticking it to people and you're a part of it. I know, right? I could make up these lies, and then I could send it off to them, and then they could take it, and then they could not respond, right? And then I could finish my process. Next letter, hey, I sent you the first one, and notice you didn't respond. You got 3 more days. 3 more days to respond. And then he doesn't respond, and then you wait, and then you send him another notice. But in the second notice, you said if you don't respond, then I'm going to send you a third and final notice, which is going to be, we have an agreement. I'm going to call it a certificate of agreement. Notice 1, liability. Notice 2, hey, I noticed you didn't respond. Notice 3, guess what? We got an agreement. And I can make up all this garbage and I can send it to them. But I start off by saying, I believe. And because they didn't respond, at law, that would create a fact. I know, I had to tell you that whole story just like that, just so that you understood. I know it's perverted. It's totally perverted. But the principle here is all that matters. The principle is that you can create a perfected instrument of value. And that instrument is a notice of liability which evidences a debt. Isn't that wonderful? Say it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Do you know why it's wonderful? Because the money in your pocket is also called what? Oh yeah, there you go. It's true. But we just have to figure out how to take this perfected claim and maybe sell it to somebody. Or maybe make good of it. But let me tell you that it's worth something even if you don't know that it's worth anything. you put something into it, and just your interest. Remember that magic word that meant nothing, floating in the sea of nothingness? That word interest is going away. That interest, you put it in, it's still yours. You can claim that interest back. So again, belief. Belief.
Can you clarify what the interest is specifically in this example?
Your claim. Your interest is that you don't want them to break the law, you want them to protect the law, and you're telling them not to break the law, and you're telling them that it's for their own good that they should follow it.
Right, and then they owe you for having engaged in this process of unlawful behavior?
No, we're gonna get into some of the other details in a second. Okay?
What's the third one called?
We're gonna get into that. Okay, so yes, it's gonna be your first notice, notice 1.
Oh, so unless they rebuke their belief, it becomes factual.
That's right, that's right. That's right. That's the way that it works.
Could you repeat that,
They-
Alex?
Unless they rebuke, I just got this moment of like, holy shit, I think I got it.
Yeah.
You're saying what you believe and you're giving them ample time with your letters and warnings, but if they don't rebuke it and say, no, your belief is wrong, it becomes factual because they have not rebuked it.
Well,
So they're green.
That's right.
Sasha, you could write the judges that just made that statement that they all got vaccinated and ask them to prove.
Right.
You don't even have to go that far, because it's not about them anyway.
But they might not.
Yeah?
As an example, it's a good example.
It's way too much work. Right, who cares? Right? Like, you should just be concentrated on trying to get your stuff in order. Once you're good, you'll be able to help other people. Okay, so your second, so notice 2, okay? And notice 3, and this is gonna be your agreement, right? Now, for people that need quick and easy solutions right away,
Yeah.
write an affidavit and keep the original and serve your boss with an affidavit.
When you say write an affidavit, you mean by hand or does it
In
matter?
cursive.
What's an affidavit?
I'm looking it up.
An affidavit is a document that is sworn by an affiant. An affiant is somebody that swears to a statement before a notary public or a member of the legal public. Okay, so you're going to them and you're saying, I swear that I'm the one that produced this document. Right? And what that does is that notary acts as 3